When I think of Pat Rodgers, I have a number of adjectives for her. Visionary, community advocate, problem solver. She likes to help people solve their problems. If it's a community problem or an issue, you go to a Pat Rodgers because she's going to be an active member of whatever task force you have.
It's rare to find an individual who has been so involved in the community in so many different ways. Colleges and universities, with the chamber and other commercial interests, with arts and culture organizations. She seems at once almost omnipresent, but she is genuinely and deeply engaged, and that is a rare advantage for any community, and we're lucky to have her in Charlotte.
Pat Rodgers is an active CEO. She understands the construction game. She's quiet about it, but she knows her stuff. And more importantly, she's built a team that functions superbly when she's not around. That's the mark of a great leader.
She's a bridge builder who uses her highly tuned leadership skills to forge consensus, and watching her do so is a sight to behold. At first, Pat holds back. She listens to all the voices and absorbs the integrity in each opinion. Then all of a sudden, she will make a remarkable comment that bridges everyone to the same place. Pat is quite extraordinary that way.
Pat's interest in Charlotte is broad. It's not just the Chamber of Commerce and economic development. It's not just building Rodgers Builders into one of the leading construction firms in the Carolinas. In the arts world, her work with the symphony and with the Mint Museum, she's a giant. Her credibility, tied in, I'm sure, to the civic leadership she has provided, has certainly helped her from a business perspective to build a whole lot of things around our city and region.
Never ever doubted that we were going to get what we wanted out of this project because they do things first class. Her company does things first class. That's her mantra, that's how she leads, and it filters down throughout the whole organization.
I always thought it was more than appropriate that it would be Rodgers Builders and Pat as its head leading this particular construction project. The design of the building in all of its aspects was quite unforgiving, and yet down to every detail on the interior and to the remarkably innovative exterior, the building was executed with great precision and care. There is no more difficult client than a group of museum people. So if you can make them happy, you can make just about anybody happy.
I saw BD and Pat as a team, and I think their behavior and their personalities complemented each other. And they were determined this was going to be a bigger and better city. In fact, one of the new great American cities.
One of the things that I always admired about Pat and BD's relationship was how close they were and how much they fed off of each other. And I think that she really absorbed his passion for Charlotte and for the arts and for the community as a whole. They've been all over the world and seen many different cities and a lot of cool cultures and places. And I know that she's kept that very near and dear to her heart, even though he's not around anymore. I think that her involvement in those things helps her feel really connected to him.
She has followed in BD's footsteps of being a good, strong business person, a good, strong competitor, delivering a quality product to her clients. I think in her mind, it doesn't matter whether she's a woman or a man. That's not the issue. The issue is to get the job done. She does that very effectively.
BD and Pat were a power couple in construction and many other domains. They did an amazing thing, which was we had a single-story building which was functioning as our Department of Radiation Oncology, and they actually erected a 6-story building around it without disrupting patient care. During that time, we had not one single patient complaint.
If she's your friend, you can't find a better friend. If she is on top of a project, you're not going to find anybody better and more committed to wanting to do things the right way.
She's got a bit of a wicked sense of humor, but it's hidden, and that's kind of cool. The people who know her in a special way.
Pat throws a hell of a party too. She's a great entertainer and likes to be surrounded by family and friends and to have a good time.
I'd say she is the perfect role model for our next generation of global leaders, both women and men.
To the degree that you can judge somebody's success as a leader by their people, I have never worked with a team as extraordinary as Rodgers Builders.
She's a very, very sensible woman, very thoughtful, amazing for the community. For someone who runs such an important corporation, she does so much for the city and the environment.
All you have to do is drive around this city and see the Rodgers signs on the significant buildings and the role they have played in it.
The only time I have ever heard Pat interrupt someone is when they tried to acknowledge her good works. This time around, all of us are in this recognition video, and there is nothing she can do about it.
I think that Pat's legacy for the region will be the mark that she's made on other people's lives. I know how important it is to her and how much she loves that the projects that we build and do on a daily basis make a positive impact in other people's lives.